Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday the 12th of January, and we are continuing our mission, my mission in life, which is to help you beat fools at chess with ease. Enjoy yourself, having a lot of fun in the process. Martin has sent me 3 games in the one of the easiest ways to win with the white pieces, which is, of course, the Göring Gambit. So on Lichess, these are, I don't know if they're all 5-minute blitz games. But Martin is prickly pawn rated 1250-ish on Lichess, which is, I don't know what the equivalent is, 950,000 maybe on chess.com. So kind of very, very much middle of the road. So this is going to be applicable to a lot of people. Martin's a friend and long-time follower of the channel. I haven't looked at these games. We're going to look at them together. I will make my comments, try and teach you a thing or two about the Göring Gambit as we go. Martin has bought the course for the Goring, so let's just dive in and see what happens. So the Göring Gambit comes out of the Scotch game with d4 here, and you're hoping that they accept. In fact, while I'm here, I'm going to change the rating on the Lichess database to 1200 so that I can see what's going on. Okay, so most of the time, 62% of the time here, they will take, because that's what you do in the Scotch. Right? You don't want this pawn to advance with tempo, kicking the knight away and stuff like that. So they take. Most people here will continue with the mainline Scotch and recapture with the knight. You've also got bishop c4. You've also got knight g5, which is interesting. That we gave a name to that one, didn't we? And then we've got c3, down played only 3% of the time. And this is the Göring Gambit. So what you're saying is, I don't care about the first pawn. You can keep that. In fact, have another, please. Keep going. And here, okay, so black declines the second pawn and brings out the queen. So what I'm going to try and do is remember what the course said. I would imagine here that what we do, which is a general idea, is you're going to proceed with your plan. Your default is to stick your bishop on c4, your queen on b3, and line up a barrage or battery against f7. So that is what I would play here. That is what Martin does. Excellent. Then he takes. So again, the other principle here is you really want black to keep taking, because if possible, you want to capture with your bishop as well on b2, right? Giving yourself these 2 monstrous bishops zipping right down here. So you think of a move like this as, I'm developing, but I'm also giving my opponent another bite at the cherry. Another opportunity to capture here, and you say thank you very much. So here, I think I would just play queen b3 as normal. I used to castle quite early in the Goring and the Danish, and although it's often the computer's recommendation, because the computer looks at 20 moves of perfect play, in reality, when I look at the Lichess database, it's often not the best thing, because what you're doing is you're giving black tempo to get developed and get his king castled, right? You really don't want him to castle, if at all possible. So I think queen b3 here. Martin takes with the knight, which is valid, and I'll tell you for why. It's because the queen is on one of these 2 squares, e7 and d6. Then knight here targets those squares. So after that, knight takes c3 is by far the most common move, winning 56% of the time. Queen b3 is played only 5% of the time, slightly more, winning at 57%, so it's all good. Okay, so we take with the knight. Bishop comes out. So we have one reason to castle here, but we've also got queen b3. I didn't even do that. It castled itself. Okay, so castle's perfectly logical. Takes, pawn takes. Now the queen can take the pawn, but should she? She does. Now what you want to do now is get this bishop off the back rank, because it's in everybody's way particularly, the fact that this rook is under attack. So you haven't got that. Also, this bishop is under fire. Gosh. So I'm thinking, what about this? Simply queen d5. Now that isn't checkmate, because the king has d8. But that is. So that's interesting. That would be a good counter-attack. That's what I do. I think queen d... Yes, mate! Well done, Martin. Well done, son. Right. Okay, here we go. And this is a concession. Right? Black really doesn't want to play a move like knight h6. But fortunately, this move is just now screaming out. You've just got to take the knight. Well done. And if he takes back, then it's queen takes f7 check, king d8, and we can't go on the back rank. But we are dominant. He placed the knight. What? Well, now I can take here with check, and then something like this, pinning the knight. Yeah. And black resigns. So what is the best move? Let's just quickly check the machine. Oh, well done. No, Martin was right. Bishop takes g7. Tempo on the rook. The rook can go here. And then I guess we can come back up. So let's say it's if the rook goes there. Then it's bishop. Oh my gosh! I didn't even see that. Oh my gosh! No, you're quite right. It's a fork. Damn, bishop. Calm down. Calm down. Breathe. Remember to breathe. It's okay. The Göring Gambit. It's almost too exciting. The most fun you can have with your clothes on. Right, game number 2. Let's do this. We know how it all begins. Takes. Good. c3. Takes again. Excellent. Bishop c4. Okay. Now bishop up to here. This is not uncommon and it is covered in the course. What you cannot allow is pawn to g2 with a discovered check. Right, that's just the end of the world. So, you should take, and there really are two ways of taking. It's bishop takes b takes c3 or knight takes c3. In the course, I think it might be knight takes. I think it might be knight takes. Okay, pawn takes with tempo, perfectly good. Bishop goes to c5. Now c5 is a landmine square in this opening, because we are always looking at that, right? Because we've got a checkmate threat and that. So Martin, tell me you found queen d5. Hang on. No, I tell a lie. Because the question to ask is, does queen e7 save the day? Well, it does. Queen d7 defends that and that. So I think the move here is actually bishop takes f7 check. If king takes, then you have queen d5 with check and a fork on there. Good man. Well done. Don't be too keen. Look at that. You did. You I just had to sneeze. Did you see that? My eyes went. Sorry, Vladimir. Oh dear. Oh, well done. Martin, you are not going to be 1250 for long on Lee Chess, I'm telling you, bruv. At this rate. Jeez. Okay, so a skewer. King must move. The queen's behind him. Now, for some reason, this takes nearly 20 more moves to finish off. So, king g6 is now forced, right? Win the queen. Oh! Is that mate? No, king can hide here. Okay, so we've got a hanging bishop and a hanging queen. He snatches the queen, fair enough. Knight, just eat the knight. Eat the knight. Because, well, the bishop's on prise, right? Oh, but then he takes that. You've also got a check here. I don't know. But we really are just pulling the legs off the fly at this point. You've got another check. Yeah, he throws in the check. Nice one. That falls to g6. You've still got more checks though. What we want to do is take with this bishop. So we want to get the queen out of trouble. So he plays queen h5, check, yeah, g6, and back. That's exactly what I just said. Didn't I just say that? And now you take the knight, right? Good. So we're just up all the material, up a full queen, right? So he castles, perfectly good. Save the queen. I mean, f3 looks fine here. h3. Kind of like f4. But yeah, bring the knight out, connect the rooks. This guy's a little bit awkward. But yeah, chuck in a check. Okay, well this is giving up a pawn, technically, because he's got 3 attackers on there. Oops, sorry. Did the old mouse swipe. He counters. Knight h6 is a check, but okay. So we're just taking material off. This is just, it is shooting fish in a barrel. And checkmate. Good job, well done. You can see there again though, you know, the Göring Gambit just gets Martin into an absolutely crushing position. And game number 3, our final game. Seeing all of these for the first time. h6, now, double capture an h6. If f6 or h6, what I think I say in the course is just use this as a free turn, right? You can castle your king, or you can line up the battery there, okay? Martin castles, takes, bishop takes, and here it's +2 for in material for black, but place your bets on the actual. Well, win rate is 62% for white, and it's +1.1 according to Thenjin in white's favour. Black's got 2 more pawns, and the engine, which is normally very, very materialistic, is saying that white is doing absolutely tickety-boo. And white does do tickety-boo with a 62% average win rate from this point. And there is no line. Black has nothing. Black has nothing that gives him close to 50% win rate. Black is almost finished in reality. We have d6. With the move d6, we play queen b3. If Martin has studied his course, he has, of course he has. Fantastic. And the reason is because this move might appear, okay, but also the queen's hitting b7. So why have they pushed d6? Well, they pushed d6 because they probably want to bring this out and defend that. And the number of times you see this, and then you just take, boom, you know. Yes, the queen's still at home. Takes. Okay. Well, this wins a pawn as well. You actually had a choice of 2 pawns here. Choice of 2 pawns. Queen e7. So I'd be looking at this. Now, one of the nice things is we've got a knight on f3, so we've got the opportunity of this. So you can just shift the queen out of the way, and if he takes there, you go, that sucked to be you, because now your queen is pinned on the king. I like this. This is good fun. Okay, so black realised that the queen couldn't take there, right? Like I say, if queen takes here, rook e1, defended by the knight, and it's good night, sweetheart. Okay, developing the final piece, connecting the rooks. Black develops. Now the move here is knight d5. We want to open up the e file. We want to centralise our rook and dominate that file. Right, so this comes with mucho grande pressure. Okay, also opening up this bishop. Yeah, you know, rook fe1 is reasonable. That is rash. Tell me you throw the knight in. Good man. Okay, so he's prepared. Knight d5. He's thinking about his chess. Queen dodges out the way. Notice the queens are now in alignment. But that is a check and wins the queen. am I wrong? The queen's undefended. So this is what you look at. So spot the alignment issue. Who's defended? Well, she's defended, but she ain't. So then the thing is, can I move this with check? And you see it's a long knight move. Of course. There's 2 checks. That one doesn't work because queen takes. But this one is the move. This is a novel game. It's never been seen at this level on Lichess. We have bishop takes that. That's good. I mean, perfectly good. It's plus 6.7 here. There. But was... I stand corrected again. According to Mr. Fish, McStock, bishop takes f6 is the move. Knight b6 check is 0.3 of a pawn less good. So Martin confounds me yet again and finds actually the best move. Queen can't take. There. And now of course he does it. Martin, you're toying with me. Check. Win the queen. You can resign now. No, let's just trade off. I.e. all your pawns. All your pawns are belong to us. And that's the end of the game. Black resigned. White is victorious. Martin, 3 glorious games. And boys and girls, I'm sorry to break this to you, but pretty much at any level, unless you are a title player, you should be playing this opening. It's that much fun. Look how much fun Martin has had with this. He is pulling the legs off the flies with this one, right? You destroy your opponents, and yes, we could. There's a load of openings that you could play in chess, but we're here to have fun. It's a bloody game, like I say all the time. Why not play the Göring Gambit? And there's a course out there. It's $29. It's fantastic. 2.5 hours of training, and you don't have to be an expert player to annihilate fools with the Goring. So there you go. Do me a favour. I think I've sold 20 odd courses. So it's it really does do me a favour if you guys support me, and the more people who choose to buy this course, the more it'll encourage me to do more and keep working on my Freddy Krueger repertoire course, which really is the biggie. Again, but like I say, you need a really, really good reason not to be playing this opening. I think it's fantastic. And it really is, because when I've worked through it and you break it down to these general rules, like I've been showing you in this video, it's easy to remember. You do not have to be a chess pro to know how to play the Goring and how to make it super effective. It is an AK-47 in your hands, right? So to quote, what was his name in Jackie Brown? AK-47. When you absolutely, positively have to kill every mother in the room except no substitute. This is your AK-47. See you later.